I'm pretty hyped for the new ball pit update coming, so I thought I'd do a challenge run. The goal of the challenge run is to beat a stage with every character combo possible. The order doesn't matter for this, so it's 107 total, and they're all on the screen. I am not using Radical because I'm playing in a difficulty that's relevant for me, so the most recent NG plus stage that I need to progress on Fast 9, and I'm not doing solos because it's basically equivalent to Warrior. The only difference is you start with Bleed, you have two hitboxes, and your stats are slightly different because they get averaged with Warriors, but functionally it's still the same since the stats matter so little. And if you haven't heard of the update, uh, we don't know exactly what's coming. They said new balls, buildings, uh, I don't know, maybe game modes because some of the footage looks different. We'll see. Who knows? Um, but there's at least six characters shown that aren't in the game, and at least they're shadows. Who knows what they could be? So if I don't finish before January, I'll just add those people on. Um, and I decided to do the retrospective at the start of the video since 9 runs is a lot to watch and people may only be interested in certain ones and the footage is just there to verify that I actually did it. So what this video will cover is Smoldering Depths through Vast Void. It just sort of works neatly to do 9 in each video, and so that will give basically 12 videos. And then the runs this time were False Messiah with Warrior, Juggler with Repentant, Itchy Finger with Flagellant, False Messiah with Tactician, Juggler with Spendthrift, Flagellant with Embedded, False Messiah with Embedded, Juggler with Empty Nester, and Shade with Flagellant, and I'll put timestamps in for each of the runs. And then in terms of how the runs went, I made a little tracker. If it's green, it's 0 deaths. If it's yellowish green, it's I died one time, and this is probably still a strong combo, but user error. And then yellow was less than 5 deaths, but it's not the smoothest run. Um, or it required quick resetting to get something to start the run. Orange is 5 to 9 deaths, and red is 10 deaths plus. Like, recommend to avoid this combination. And if I ever at any point, I'm like 30 to 40 or 50 runs in and I still can't win, I have one, I'll cross through the character combo. Ideally, I would not want to do that because I would kind of be failing the challenge. I don't think it will be an issue for anything except potential cogitator runs. If that does come up, I have something to mark it down. But all the runs were successful. A majority of them were 0 deaths. I died one time on Flagellant Shade, but I think that combo is strong. I just played poorly. And then Warrior, False Messiah took a bit because you can't skip and you can't banish. Getting past the initial hurdle takes a little bit. All right, and then we'll get into the runs.
Wind is great. Iron would make hemorrhage, but we need to survive early. Vamp Sword can be good. It doesn't help us at all in the beginning, but if we get Bandage Roll, there's a great synergy with it. Goblet we don't want for this particular strategy. We could make Flicker or something. Cell's better though. Flash is also a good option. Exec works. It's not the best though. Oh, we got our gold, so we can reroll aggressively now. There we got bandage roll, so that's very good. And yeah, that's the synergy, is when um, it procs, it spawns a ton of baby balls, and then healer statue also helps with that. Ideally we just want some form of pierce, like Ghostly Corset now. We have a ton of gold and all our ball slots are filled, so it's a good time to reroll. There we go, perfect. And we'd like to get one more level and get the cloak as well. We can't make Cornucopia because we have one passive slot left. There's cloak. Perfect. And then we'll just fuse these two. And now we just want iron. Or Broodmother. There we go. And now we have to take iron. There we go. So we have Spider Queen Hemorrhage, and then we'll just do Hemorrhage Cell for the last one. We could evolve into something, but I don't think we'll have enough levels, so we just take another iron. Perfect. Okay. So that one's not too bad. Double bleed's fine. It's just like playing a default warrior with a couple debuffs, but as we saw, there's also the upside of using the healing with bandage roll. And you can see in the damage, bandage roll goes hard. Oh, since you don't really need cloak, what will we make? We could do Flash Frostfire, and this builds us towards Cornucopia. There's Flash. Wind Pen's good for stalling. Blizzard's another good option, actually. could do Sun instead with Midnight Oil. Wind's also great for stalling. Ethereal Cloak's just good, because it lets us aim at the bottom instead. So I think we'll do Sun, Wind, and then we want to get Cell or Egg Sac, preferably Cell, for the Blizzard. Short bow is good with Repentant. Broodmother is another option, like Maggot Blizzard. And then we can start banishing balls we're not going to use. Bleed we will use, but not right now. Midnight Oil is fine for damage, but we'd prefer Cornucopia. Oh, perfect, we got our cell. So I think we want Maggot at this point. We have a ton of level ups to go through. So we can make Maggot Blizzard. Then the only passive we'll take is Baby Rattle, but we don't necessarily need it. And then we can work towards the Hemorrhage, just to kill the boss faster. It's the only ball we would want. We can take Cell as well. To pair with Hemorrhage. There's one piece. We could also do Hemorrhage with Sun. Instead. I don't think we'll get enough levels though because of the constant freeze, but we can try our best. It looks like we just have regular Hemorrhage. We don't want Baby Rattle anymore as our last passive. We just need like Midnight Oil or Deadeyes. Yeah, Deadeyes is fine. Repentant, you're always slowed because you're always shooting. There we go. So that one was the first try win. Yeah, Juggler's pretty solid always because he's a free cloak. Repentant's not his best partner. because you ideally want things to bounce around a lot in the back line, and you're missing the initial pass through without actual cloak. But it works well enough, and Repentant has good options for CC balls. And I'll just go through the damage. So pretty low overall, but yeah, just stalling Wind Fan, Wind, Blizzard works wonders. Wind is perfect, and then Vamp Sword's great. Oh, perfect. We got a bleed as well. Warhorn's amazing. Cell's really good there too. Or Warhorn on its own does nothing, but it sets us up for Cornucopia later. I don't really like either of these. We're ideally looking for light or iron would work too. We can just take a laser to fuse with wind. Oh, there's iron. I don't think we're going to be able to evolve anything here, so we'll just take the levels. We need preferably some pass-through passive. That works. And we'd want Baby Rattle or a real cloak here. Or Bandage Roll would also work. We'll just level so we get fewer options. And then we have Hemorrhage. So we want to make Sun to go with Hemorrhage. Here we go. So we want, in terms of passives, Cloak, Baby Rattle, or Bandage Roll, and in terms of balls, just something to multiply the wind. Broodmother works, and then we'll do Hemorrhage Sun as our boss killer. Oh, there's Baby Rattle. That's extremely good. Hopefully we can level it. Oh, and Bandage Roll. Yeah, normally I would level up Baby Rattle to take Cornucopia off that fuser, but Bandage Roll is just too good. And passives are so hard to get, skipping it, you're not guaranteed to get it again. So now we get Cornucopia. And if we level, Midnight Oil works. We don't technically need True Cloak, but True Cloak's great. And then we can fuse Sun with Hemorrhage. I think we pretty much won at this point. It's not super important what we pick for the last few things. We'll do Egg Sac Maggot. As it gives it a higher baby ball count. And then can do Bleed Cell to proc Teemo faster from the sun. Yeah, so this combo rules. Another first try win. Yeah, Itchy Finger is basically double damage in the early game before you get Cloak. After Cloak, he's pretty on par with the rest of the cast. And Flagellant is just crazy with any effect that spawns baby balls. So we can look through our damage. Yeah, baby ball damage is nuts, and bandage roll is also nuts. Not much to say, just really solid. I guess we could go for flash option. And then a few swords, always good. Ideally we want cloak. So hopefully we get enough XP to roll for it. Alright. Oh, I take light as well. There we go. Brew Mother is good for making maggot later. Corset helps a lot. And we got cloak, so we should be able to recover. We'll probably die, or maybe not. Make hemorrhage, and then we'll start working towards flash and maggot. There's maggot. I think we're dead here since there's no way to target that while it's in the air. That's okay, we have a revive. There's maggot. Oh, perfect timing on the heal. And we can get Cornucopia and bandage roll as our last couple of options. There we go, Cornucopia. Because we have Cornucopia, I prefer maggot over flash. Though flash is better for actually hitting the boss at the end. We'd want to see bandage roll, bleed, or iron. Turned hatchet is good damage. There's iron. Ideally, I'd like to level the maggot so we can... Oh, there's bleed though. That might have been too greedy. Since there's only the fuser from the boss and one additional fuser left, I believe. We'll do flash actually. I changed my mind after thinking about what the boss is. I don't think there's another fuser left though. I think we got them all. Yeah, this is the advantage of Flash. We wouldn't be able to damage him at all yet with Maggot. Whereas here, he's already at 0 HP before he's landed. And gone. So yeah, Tactician with anything is extremely easy. Not much to say on that one. And then I'll go over the DPS. Yeah. We won't want either laser or poison. Bleed we do want. Ooh, bandage roll as well. It might delay when we get our first evolution, but it's fine because it's a strong combo. We don't need any form of corset. We can take the crit items, I don't know why, but we can. Oh, and then Cornucopia would be the other thing we want. There's the one crit item. And then make him rich. And so we're just looking for light now. And Broodmother. There's light. There's Broodmother for Maggot. I'm not sure what we'll pair it with. We could pair it with Soulsucker, I guess. I don't think anything particularly matters at this point. I guess win. There should be an achievement when you beat the boss with 1 HP. Why did I only find 1 a year? Oh, I used Spendthrift before to clear normal. Yeah, here's the DPS. Pretty low overall, but and bandage roll is not so insane if you don't have Spectral Cloak, but it's still fine. But yeah, it's a strong combo. You don't have to play at 1 HP with Sword. As you can see, it wasn't that good. Like Cornucopia would have been significantly better, but it's an option. We'll probably use our poison for Rad Laser, and we can just go full DPS. We don't need Charm. Win solid. We decided we're doing Rad Laser, not Swamp. The Swamp is solid as well. And we do need eventually something to kill the boss. But right now we don't want to take it. This would let us make Maggot, which is great. Oh, yeah, we need Rad Laser. We'll do Rad Laser plus Maggot, and then maybe like Flicker plus... We haven't done Flicker in a while, so we'll do Flicker plus Sumo. Baby Rattle's really good. Alright, so we have the main wave clear, and we just need something to kill the boss now.
I actually can't remember if I banish Dark foolishly, and I do that sometimes where I banish something and then continuously search for it, since there's no UI that tells you. We will have to fuse Egg Sac with Wounds. Well, there's Dark at least. And then we'll fuse Wind and Egg Sac together. And we need lights or Warhorn. There's light. Perfect. Gonna be cutting it close whether or not we'll get enough levels to fuse the two together. We can try to stall and avoid picking up the fuser. I think we just barely got it. Oh, there was an extra fuser anyways. I don't think it matters what we pick for that. Yeah, Embedded's pretty good since it's like a free cloak, and Flagellant's also pretty good because it pairs super well with cloak. So this is another easy combo, and you can see Maggot plus Rad Laser was most sword damage, so this doesn't take into account radiation debuff. And yeah, none of our passives did particularly much. Light is good. And then here, of course, we're going Vamp Sword. You only live once. There's our Hemo. Yeah. There's a piece of Cornucopia. Now we want lightning. This is good too. We don't really need a second Hemo. We need to work on the core pieces of our build. We could do Sun. It doesn't work on the first phase of the moon though. Flicker does work. It's a bit worse than Flash, but it's good enough. We could go for like radiation laser maggot. That's a piece of maggot. Cloak is good.
We'll level Hemo, so we need to kill the boss quickly. We might die here. Bandage roll is perfect. We only have one level up, so I think regardless, we're gonna be making Rad Laser. And then we just want Cell, and we can evolve our cloak in this case, so we can make Cornucopia, hopefully. Oh, I should have taken the flicker. I'm sure it'll come back. Wind is good too, Dissolve. I need to level the light bulb. There we go. Flicker also works with Radiation Laser actually, now that I think about it, but for second phase of Moon, it's better to have Flicker Hemorrhage than Flicker Radiation Laser. Alright, so we want Cell. There we go. Then we want to make Maggot. I don't think we're going to get Cornucopia. We can at least get... Oh, never mind. We just have to grab a ton of experience and hope for a Wishing Well proc, maybe? Oh, I missed Diffuser. That was a big oopsie. Which is more important? Making Maggot mixed with Radiation Laser or Cornucopia? Probably Cornucopia. So here's the damage briefly. Yeah, Bandage Roll just goes hard with False Messiah. Wrong. Once we get going, it'll be easy. We could make like Blizzard Exec as one of our balls. That's definitely an option. Wraith works too, and then we could do Flash. Feather's good too. There's an exec, perfect. Alright, here's our Wraith. So I think we'll try to get Wraith exec going. Oh, we can go full speed build too. Bottle Tornado would have been good actually, now that I think about it. Alright, and then we'll work on Flash Hemo You don't have to have every ball have a cooldown. Like we could do Flash Black Hole and then try to get Hemorrhage, but I'd rather just take what's good enough to win. Or like Flash Egg Sac and then Hemorrhage, Mosquito Swarm or something, but it doesn't have to be that optimal. Right, there's a piece of Hemorrhage. We do not need Vampire, or Ghost, or Broodmother, or Earthquake. We do need Iron. And the last ball we need will be Light, and then we just need some passives. We don't need any form of Ethereal Cloak. There's Light, so we have everything we need. We just need 3 more Fusers. Well, that hurt our freeze uptime grabbing the Light quite a bit. But we should have it fixed in a second. Alright, there's the first one. We'll make Flash. And then we'll make Hemorrhage. We might die here, so we'll just run up the map. Or we somehow survive by the skin of our teeth. That was awkward. Alright, we'd like boots. Now we'll just take Gem Spring. Oh, there's boots. And then we will fuse these two together. Evolve our boots. Slingshot has a good synergy with Gem Spring. And then Bottle Tornado is good, just as another way to spawn more baby balls to kill projectiles. Alright, easy. Yeah, Empty Nester is just super strong, and Juggler is good early, because it's like a free Ethereal Cloak. Here's the damage. Here we'll take Spider Queen early, and then Windfan to stall the boss. Baby Rattle's amazing. That's a piece of Hemorrhage. Ooh. We can make Spider Queen here, I guess. We don't need freeze, or laser, or poison, nor do we need lightning, or maggot. knit. Feather's okay. Cell is not needed. We really want to see bleed. Short bow's okay. Oh, there's cornucopia at least. Maybe I should have taken wind there, because we don't have a super strong setup going yet. We do have wind fan though, which should be good enough to stall the boss. Oh, there's bleed. Alright, from 0 to hero very quickly. I do want to greed for a second source of hemorrhage. Because I think we're in a good spot now. Oh, I wanted light and just completely rolled over it. Oops. Oh, upturn touch, it's incredible. Then we'll just level. There's light, we got it back. And there's bleed, so perfect, we'll have flicker and spider queen with Himo. There's flicker, and then we'll just grab this to level. And we need one more level before the last fuser. There we go. It doesn't particularly matter. Exec's good. There we go. So this combo is pretty solid. I just got way too greedy. Usually you want to go for one strong ball, and in the previous run I made Flicker and Spider Queen and like pieces of hemorrhage, but didn't put everything together in time. Usually you want to get something going that's strong before you work on a second strong thing.
I want to show the end screen, but there's no way to skip this in psychedelic animation. So enjoy this. So here's the damage breakdown. Yeah, as you can see, upturn touch, it is really good on Shade. And that's all.